You think AI is coming for your job. It's not. It's coming for your sense of purpose. And you have about 10 years to figure out what is it that gives you meaning in life when work no longer gives you reason to get up in the morning. The current AI conversation is all about employment and income, but with universal basic income or something similar that we'll have to come up with, we'll take care of survival. But within 10 years, with AI and this amazing technology, what we know is that we're going to extend life to 120 years and even more. Because within the next 10 years, we'll reach the tipping point, researchers say, where for every year that we're alive, we'll be able to extend life for more than 1 year. It doesn't mean that we're going to live forever. No, this biological suit will wear off and it'll have to go away eventually, of course. But what it means is that the second part of life is not going to be 40 years. Look, from 0 to 40 was the first part of life, and from 40 to 80, like it is today, was the second part of life. Now, the second part of life will be twice as long, from 40 to 120, and maybe even more. And for most people, jobs and work and career-based identities, that's what gave them meaning. But without those things, what is it gonna give meaning to people for twice as long, for 80 years? That's where the real trouble is. And here is something you probably haven't thought about. Your job, your work, your occupation, they weren't the meaning. They were the distraction from the meaning. Where meaning is to be found is in this. You're here to evolve. You're here to self-actualize. You're here to individuate. You're not here to achieve and to leave a legacy. All of these things matter only insofar as being the means to the end. The end is for you to evolve, all of us. The means is our goals, our achievements, our occupation, our jobs. Why? Because they provided movement. They guaranteed that we have the experiences that we have to have in order to bump against life. And in bumping against life, we evolve. Here's what personal evolution actually means. Most people reach the achiever stage between 30 and 40, and that's the last of the conventional stages in the ego development theory by Susan Cook-Groder. And I highly recommend that you check this out. I'll put a link to my notes below. In the conventional stage, in the achiever stage, success equals identity. I matter because I have this title, or I find meaning in life because I've achieved this, or I have these future goals. So that's the achiever stage, the last of the conventional stages. And it works great in a world that has jobs that provide meaning. But the problem is that there are post-conventional stages, and most people will never reach these post-conventional stages. In these stages, we start questioning our achievements, we start questioning everything that we thought was true and how we found meaning in life. It's like this. You are in a role play and you're playing a script, but you forgot that you are not the character, you're actually the actor. And what's actually happening is AI is going to take away this script. And you're going to be standing there not knowing that you're actually the actor, you're not the character. So the point is this: we're not here to achieve. We are here to move from the conventional stages to the post-conventional stages. We're here to evolve, to individuate. That's what we're here for. And AI is about to take this script away that we've been using so far. AI is about to change all of this. So what does meaning look like when jobs are gone? We'll have to set a foundation first. Before anything else, you have to accept that purpose is found in personal evolution. That's it. Not in achievements, not in legacy, in personal evolution. And you have to accept this not just cognitively and intellectually, but you have to accept it in your entire body. That's the prerequisite to move on. But once you accept this, there are only 3 domains where meaning is to be found in a post-jobs and post-work world. The first domain is relationships. That's right, you will have a lot more time for relationships and for deeper relating. Right now, you're relating to people in ways that are related to your job and your work, your accomplishments, your achievements, your legacy, your goals, what you want to get from people, what you want to offer these people. But the nature of these relationships will change in the post-work world. None of these things will matter. And what will really matter is, can you really be with another person deeply and meaningfully? That's where meaning will be found in a post-work world through relationships. So you'll have a lot more time to relate. The second domain where we find meaning in a post-work world is art. Art here is broadly defined. I don't mean art as a musician or a painter. It could be that, but I mean art as a unique self-expression. So for example, my hairstyle, my facial hair, the way I talk, the way I comport myself, my gait, how I walk, all of this is my style. That's unique to me. Nobody else does it exactly like me. So I never thought about that until one of my mentors pointed this out to me. He said, everything you do is your unique way. Therefore, that is your art and how you uniquely express yourself in the world. All these things, the way you talk, the way you drive, the way you relate to others, everything is your art. And so our hobbies are included in that, of course, but in a post-work world, we will have a lot more time for this. We will have a lot more time for our personal art in the sense of our unique self-expression. And the third domain where we find meaning in the post-work world is, as I already alluded in this video, it's personal philosophy. It's time for reflection, for introspection, for going deep inside and tackling these existential questions of life. Who am I beyond my roles? What am I? What am I doing here? What's this all about? This life, this play that we're playing. What's happening here? Why was I born when I'm going to die? What's the meaning of all of this? Contemplating these questions, this is the meaning of life in a post-work world. This is what we'll be doing, and we'll have 40, 50, 60, 70, 80 years to do that in a post-work world. And there's no avoiding this. So the third domain is personal philosophy. So there you have it. You have about 10 more years to prepare to make that mental shift before work becomes optional for most people. And you have 10 years to prepare for 80 more years of life in a post-work world where work doesn't provide meaning anymore. So here is how you begin preparing. Number 1, contemplate what I shared with you in this video and how your life will change because of the advent of AI and what this is going to do for how you find meaning in life. And number 2, accept that the purpose of life is evolution and evolving. That's it. And I highly encourage you to peruse the ego development theory. The notes are in the description below, or spiral dynamics, or both. Research both and find out more about what really matters in life, which is, as I said in this video, it's to evolve. Nothing else matters. What you accomplish does not matter. In 500 years, nobody will remember what you've accomplished. Nothing will matter from what you think matters right now. Your grandchildren won't remember you, just like you don't remember your grandparents. So by extension, this means that whatever you think matters right now already does not matter. The only thing that really matters is your personal evolution. That's it. That's what you're here for. And everything you do, everything you involve yourself in insofar as achieving your goals or having these achievements and that and your work and your job and career, everything serves this one reason: to create experiences, to help you keep bumping into life so that you can continue evolving faster and faster and faster. And in a post-work world, that's exactly what you're going to have a lot more time for. and to create relationships, deep relationships, and to create art. That's it. I'm done here today. Subscribe to go deeper together. See you next week.